Hi everyone, it's JC here with another video for you. It's been a while since I sat here to have a little talk, and today I just wanted to share with you something very interesting that I did. First of all, it is extremely hot here in Amsterdam. We have almost like 30 degrees today, which is really unusual, but no complaints because we don't always have this beautiful weather. But today I went to see something very interesting that happened here in Amsterdam. Yesterday, August 11, there was the premiere of the House of the Dragon show that's coming up on the 22nd of August on HBO. Some of the actors in the series was supposed to be there. So it was a presentation, it was a preview of the show only for a certain circle of people, of course VIPs, and I am not a VIP, so I wasn't there. But they extended for today into tomorrow a sort of it's not an exhibition, but they call it the House of the Dragon fan experience. And so it was a free entrance, and I thought, okay, I couldn't be at the premiere, but I want at least to experience what they are offering. So I just went this morning there, and there was at the beginning there was not many people because I arrived a little bit earlier, but then the line became a little bit longer, and I'm happy that I was there a little bit earlier. So when the show, let's say the experience started, first I found out that it was not actually an exhibition, because people could not enter the place. By the way, it was done, it's happening at the Burris Berlage, which is a very nice building in Amsterdam, and they use it for a lot of things. When the exhibition or the experience opened, it was about like 11:15. And only between like 2 and 4 people could come in at once, at a time. So I was surprised, and I thought, okay, so this is really a sort of personal experience, and I'm very excited about it. So when it got to my turn, so I was on my own. I got in with a couple and another guy, so the 4 of us, we entered this scene, and we were greeted by this woman in like a very special outfit to, of course, match the era. And we come into this hall where you see the head of a dragon, which was pretty intense, very nicely done. And there were some explanations, a little bit of backstory on the dragon life, so you could just, of course, you could take lots of pictures and watch it. And then from there we were supposed to go into a sort of dark room. I asked the guy who was at the door if I could film, and he said, no, you're not allowed to film. But again, even if I was allowed to film, it wouldn't work because it was completely dark, and because I was alone, so I went on my own. And he said that I had to, there was like a sort of a rope behind the curtain, and he said, okay, touch this rope and don't let it go, and you have to walk holding the rope so you don't lose yourself. And okay, fine. So I grabbed the rope, and once the curtain closed, it was complete darkness. And I was a little bit afraid because together with the darkness there was this kind of a little bit of flashes, okay, flashlights, but and the roar of the dragon, as if the dragon was near you, and you had to walk, you know, holding that rope. And it was so dark, so extremely dark, that at one point I started panicking because I had the feeling that something was going to grab me, and this roar was becoming so much intense and stronger, and you know, the lights sort of kind of imitating a little bit of fire. It was actually a very scary experience, and I couldn't wait to get out of the dark room. By the time I got to the end and I opened the curtain, I was relieved because I was actually scared. I couldn't see the dragon. You could only hear it. And that's what made it even scarier. Although I was expecting that at some point they would sort of flash a dragon face, you know, right in front of me. And I'm glad they didn't, because because I would actually scream my heart out, but they didn't. But just the fact that you would hear that roar, you know, in your ear, very near, and you know, as if the dragon was breathing. It was a very weird experience, and I'm very glad. I was very glad when it finished. When I opened the curtain, I came out into this other room, and that's where the throne was. So I could see that there was a line of people already there, and the experience was that you could, of course, you could film the throne, but also you could take a picture. And actually, the picture they would give it to you, so everything was for free. And so you were greeted by this guy in front of the line, and he would, you know, talk to you as if he was a character, very serious, you know, and asking, "Did you survive the dragon? Are you ready to take the throne?" Things like that. It was really nice. It was a very, I mean, for people who are really fan, it was a very nice experience. So you could go on the throne and then, of course, sit on the throne, which was so beautiful. And by the time I got on the throne, I sat and I could feel, you know, I could feel that energy, and it was so nice. So I decided to, you know, to compose myself and sit straight and look at the camera. And this is the picture that you'd get at the end. So you would just leave your email address, and then they would print it out and give it to you. Of course, as you can see, it is a very nice picture, a very nice memory, memento. And of course, at the end, once you leave, because it was a very short experience, but once you're leaving, they will give you a poster, which is this one, and I haven't opened it yet, so we're going to open together. And in the meantime, I would love to hear from you if you are, you know, planning to watch the show that comes out on the 22nd of August. I am really looking forward to it. I have to say that I wasn't a huge fan of Game of Thrones. Actually, I managed to see the whole show in one go years after the show actually ended, because I was very resistant to see the show, but once I started watching it, I couldn't stop, and I actually got very involved, and I was kind of sad when the show ended. So when they announced House of the Dragon, I was very excited, even though of course you will not be seeing the characters from Game of Thrones, because House of the Dragon is supposed to be the story of the Targaryens that happened between like 200 and 300 years before the events of Game of the Throne. So they are sort of related, but of course we won't be I don't believe we will be seeing anyone from Game of the Thrones, because I mean it's 200 to 300 years before the events, unless there is some magical creature there. I don't know, but I am really looking forward. But let's stop talking and let's look at the poster that they gave us at the end of the experience, and let's see. So here it is. What is, oh, look at that. Game of the Thrones, House of the Dragon. Very, very nice. So yes, so this was basically my experience, and I wanted to share it with you. I really hope that maybe, I don't think that Amsterdam is the only place they will be offering this experience to the fans. I'm sure that maybe they will probably run other cities. I hope so, so you can maybe have the chance to experience it. So yes, so this was the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a fabulous day.